Hey, if you enjoy what I do, please drop a like on the video, click the bell if you want to, not necessary, and drop a comment. Want to give me feedback. Doing it like this because I'm pretty bad at selling out when I'm recording videos. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I will see you there. If you are watching this video once it goes live, I will be summoning for Van Gogh. Full on summoning. Like guaranteed I'm gonna get them. Doesn't matter how much ports I'm gonna have to use. I'm going for Van Gogh. Sponsored by the image down below, HelloFresh. They're not paying me to do this for YouTube, but I thought I'd help promote it as much as possible, because a sponsorship like this would definitely help me do more pulls on stream. But enough about HelloFresh right now. Van Gogh, a servant I have been very much waiting to try to get my hands on. Now, right now, it makes way more sense for me to have Van Gogh on my JP account. I have all the quick supports. I have Domin, Jox, very Tristan, like, you know, her servants that can like help, you know, get her battery a little bit higher, all that good stuff. But you know, NA, that is my baby. JP is cool, but I'm not spending money on it anymore. NA is where it is at, especially with like the recent update that added everything. Like, we're like missing like 4 features on JP, and a lot of those are tied to the story. NA looking pretty nice right now. Yeah, or Cthulhu like, or Outer Gods like, as Van Gogh sends, as they are a foreigner. Base attack just a little bit below average. HP, this is high. This is fairly high. Is this higher than Jox? I don't think it's higher than Jox. I think Jox got 1,000 more HP than Van Gogh, but Van Gogh is still pretty tanky. MP charge 0.76 with these hit counts, even though he only has 1 arts card. Most of your refund is going to be the crits. If your quick card is going to refund a lot, you're going to put the MP first, and then you'll have the either arts at the end or double quick for optimal setups. And optimal setup for Van Gogh is 2 Van Goghs. Even having like Scotty doesn't do as much as having another Van Gogh. Their MP is just that OP. Yeah, like besides the 4, like that 5-hit extra attack. Sargen is at the foreigner value along with Star Weight. And Chaotic Evil, if you do want to bring in Domin, that's not a bad thing. Domin can add a little more curses, so that when the 2 Van Goghs start doing the suck, they are set. Their batteries will be higher, significantly higher. Yeah, I think Domin gives at least like, I think Domin gives enough curses that like both the Van Goghs might have like 140% battery. Again, I don't have that much experience using double Van Gogh, so I'm not fully aware of all the setups. But that's gonna change soon. First skill is Broken. 1 time 5-turn Guts, 3k HP on a 6-turn cooldown, and then gives 3 curses to herself, and gets a battery based on how many curses she has on herself. So at base, like when you get this skill, it's gonna be 5%, but as you level, it goes to 10, so a 30% battery just from popping the skill alone. No other curses on the field. The fact that this is like tied to the Guts and it's like 1 turn of downtime, like, is why like the best support for Van Gogh is Van Gogh, because those 2 can keep each other alive very easily. Second skill, 150% chance to reduce all enemies' defense. Why specifically did they do 150%? Because most magic resist is about 50%. Like the highest, I'm talking like Goddess Essence stacked with like magic resist A. Like that's I think around 40. So like this goes over it. You need to have like your debuff resistance up even higher. So like through a skill or something to like not get this defense down. Reduces quick resistance by 20% for 3 turns. Again, most of the refund and Sargen is gonna come from the quick. No, sorry, not Sargen. Sargen's gonna come from somewhere else, especially with double Van Gogh. But a lot of your damage is gonna come from the quick crits. So having quick resistance means you get more MP back from them. I don't believe that affects Sargen too. It might. This like quick resistance might affect Sargen. I don't take my word on that though. I know it affects refund on arts, but I'm not sure if it's but arts is different. Art like MP refund is different from Sargen, like the formulas. Party-wide evasion, 1 attack 3 turns, helps with like dodging an MP. 300 heal to the party every turn for 5 turns. And again, this is also on a 6-turn cooldown, so this is only going to be down for 1 turn. And then inflicts curse to the entire party. So first 2 skills gives Van Gogh a 60% battery. That's pretty nice. And it's crazy that that can go even higher. If you're running double Van Gogh, that's 2 120% batteries. Well, no. Okay, it's not 2. It's gonna be It's gonna be 90 and then 120 because like you can't pop. Skill order matters here. You can't have both of these up at the same time for their batteries. You can't pop both guts at the same time despite pressing buttons at the same time. That's not gonna work. It'd be kind of cool if it did. Like imagine if Lasagna actually had that in the game. But yeah, skills so far looking really good. Third skill, targetable 30% attack buff, increases star weight for 3 turns, 600%. For a foreigner, they are getting all the stars. Not even a question unless a berserker coming in with like 6,000% star weight, or Saber Lancelot coming in with his star weight. Yeah, Saber Lancelot, there's no taking stars from him. You literally can't take the stars from him. He is so much. And then for Van Gogh herself, an on-attack buff. Every time you attack with a quick card. Oh, sorry. First you remove one of the latest curse debuffs. So if you're running with like Jocks and then you suck up the higher damage curse off the enemy, you're gonna be able to cleanse that off, so you're not gonna take as much damage. And your quick, like, this is only with a quick card, and you get a 10% attack buff. This only works if you take off the curse. Spamming quick cards when you don't have curses isn't gonna do anything. You need to be cursed for this part to work, which I think is cool. It's gonna help her stay alive, because as much as she wants curses, it's not like she's getting such a massive boost to damage. It's for her battery. And then the last and very important thing about this is that she sucks up all the curses on the field to herself. This is what enables the battery. Like I kind of said it already, like when I was talking about like 90 and 120 batteries for double Van Gogh. But this is why, like, that's a thing. Because you can just suck. They can suck each other off and take the curses from them. It's gonna be hard for me to not make jokes like this during my sponsorship. Uh, yeah, and again, this is on a 5 turn, so even lower cooldown. You can, but you're definitely gonna want to wait until this is up before you pop this skill. And also why Van Gogh does have negative synergy with like curse meme teams, like the ones that like literally got enemies to death, like evil curse teams. She has negative synergy. But for Goghs, it kind of doesn't matter. She can kind of enable the curses herself, whether through command cards or through her own MP. And again, Van Gogh can only do this once every 5 turns, not every turn. So, like, Goghs is 100% one of her best units to use with the double Van Goghs. 100%. Also because Goghs gives a AoE battery. And because all of them are going to be evil alignment, you don't have to worry about, like, the timing for the first and second skill with Goghs because they're already chaotic evil. So you're not worried about changing alignment. That's something you have to worry about with Goghs in other setups, that the alignments are. You have to manage like batteries and everything. Right. Passives. Existence outside the domain, the foreigner passive, 2 stars in return, and debuff resist. Second, Insanity, Buster Performance, 6%. This Buster card isn't bad, it's just like one of them, but you're gonna have so much stars and like crit damage. This is gonna bite. It's gonna bite really, really hard, especially on solos. Or double Van Gogh setups does it again. Debuff success rate, very important for actually putting it. Oh wait. I don't think that applies to putting it on your allies. This is for this part. I don't think debuff success rate applies to you putting demerits on your party. That'd be hilarious if it actually did. Like, so one of your enemies, one of your servants just has such high magic resist, you can't even put the curses on them. Oh my god, I want to see a clip of if that's actually possible now. And last thing, big thing, passives. Curse of Sunflower. HP will never fall below 1 HP when taking curse damage. You will never die just from curse damage. Here's the thing. You can get very, very low with curse damage. If you are smacking like 2,500 curse damage from your other supports, and then you suck it with Van Gogh, of course she's going to like lose all her HP. Like, it's why they're not trying to do Van Gogh, Domin, and Goghs, and trying to go for the evil curse shenanigans. Because Van Gogh is just gonna start taking way too much damage from the curses, leaving her one shot way too often. Okay, Append Skills. My instant reaction is Extra Attack. Instant reaction. Simply for the fact she cannot get to 100% battery on her own. You are going to need supports in some way. Literally anyone that can apply curses. Domin is a big one. Actually, let's double check Domin and how much curses he puts on with his skills. Because if it's 4, then we're in business. 1 curse, 2 curse. Okay, that really does change it. So Domin puts on 2 curses just with his skills. Remember, if you are only using, and this only applies if you're using 1 Van Gogh and a Domin and a Goghs. In edge case, even then, you're gonna have more than enough ways to get to 100% than just solely relying on this one battery, so I don't think mana loading is the play. Is it useful? Absolutely. It would be very helpful, but I kind of think you can do better. Really think you can do better. Extra Attack. Van Gogh is very famous for doing solos. Van Gogh's quick face cards are very, very strong. Having an increased Extra Attack. Chef's kiss. Oh, there we go. I did it right. Noble Phantasm, which is if you thought the skills were like good in terms of getting to the MP and like setting up for big damage. Oh boy. Oh boy. First, inflicts terror, which is delayed stun, and this is like one of the highest values for this, 60% chance. And considering like again, common setup is double Van Gogh, you'll have like 2 of these every turn at bare minimum until it goes off. And then you can just keep people stun locked. Like comma style stun locked. But this is not just for one person, it can be multiple enemies. It lasts for 3 turns. Obviously, once the stun goes off, it goes away. You'll have to reapply it, but this is an arts MP, and Van Gogh has good refund. Maybe have 3 quick cards, but at least it's 3 quick cards and not 3 busters. If it was 3 busters, oh my god, Van Gogh would be struggling, to say the very least. And that was only what it did. Wouldn't be that good, even though it would be the best error. But no. On base, 50% crit damage to the entire party. If they are a foreigner, oh no, threat against humanity is what was showing me. Yeah, so basically all these servants, the only foreigners that aren't here are BB, but she got possessed by YOUR Van Goghs through Summer 3, Remember X because Servant Burst, I'm pretty sure, and then again Servant Burst shenanigans. 100% crit damage for 3 turns. That also includes Van Gogh, and again shocks. And then you get 10 stars every turn. And then you get a 30% charisma for 3 turns. That scales on overcharge. So if you use double Van Gogh, that is 65% attack from 2 MPs, along with 300% crit damage for both the Van Goghs. Yeah. That's more than most servants get by double stacking Hoy and Skya skill, like stacking their skills with Hoy and Skya. The cooldown reduction. That's a lot higher. And then Bonsi, 8 stars per turn. And party crit damage while she's on the field. If they ever make Bonsi E's cost 3 or 5, this is like almost a no-brainer that you're gonna run this on Van Gogh. Because this is just like free. And you'll be able to run like more 5-star servants. This servant is straight up broken if you know how to use them. There is a learning curve. You do not just put on Van Gogh and win. It depends on your box. It depends on how used you are to using Van Gogh as a servant. And if you are like, you're not gonna bring Van Gogh for farming. You're just not. This is a boss killing servant, a challenge quest servant. If you have Super Orion, you might not think you need Van Gogh. If you don't have a lot of foreigners, you might not need Van Gogh. If you're not interested in foreigners, don't summon Van Gogh. Me, I love foreigners. Foreigners are so much fun. I'm summoning for Van Gogh because I like their gameplay. Alright. Hope to see you guys in the next one. Again, I am going to be streaming summoning for Van Gogh. Hopefully my hopefully Wallet Coon forgives me. All right, peace.